Hello everyone, welcome to the Chalice Well. So we are just sat up at the top of Chalice Well here in Avalon. Last week you saw me in Avebury, this week you're seeing me in Avalon, all the A's. It's very stormy, very wet, very lightningy, and we're going to see whether you can hear me on this video or not. Hat marks. We're gonna see whether you can hear me or not in this video. I don't know. We'll find out. But yeah, we're still at the start of August time. Still at the start of August. Lunasa week. Build up to Lion's Gateway. Aligned with Sirius, Orion. Got all the light codes still coming in. We're at the start of the harvest. Now traditionally with a harvest, it is the start, right? It's the start of the harvest. This isn't the full harvest, although the farmers nowadays, they harvest the crop at the very beginning of August. But we've got more lightning to come. Lu brings the lightning. Lu brings the lightning. The lightning splits the air, creating nitrates to go into the earth that the grain, the crop, absorb in for a couple more weeks, and then you harvest. That's when the wheat, the barley, that's when you harvest. That is after a couple of weeks. But we don't really harvest in that way anymore. We don't really do it that way. We have artificial nitrates that you buy in a bag that go into the land, harvest too soon, and then we wonder why there are so many with a gluten intolerance or a wheat intolerance. But it is raining and it is beautiful, it is blissful, it is nourishing. It is watering the soul. I'm here in the very peaceful gardens of Chalice Well. I don't know how many people actually come up to this part. Don't know how many people come up to this part here because I'm up the hill a little bit. It is beautiful though. You can feel it, hey? You can feel... I wonder if I just turn the camera around as well. If I turn the camera around, you'll just see some of the trees, some of the plants. Down that way, we have the water-falling wells. Down that way, you have the Chalice Well lid. So I'm going to turn the camera around. You won't see either of those things, but you'll feel the energy. So let me show you. So down this way, you have the waterfall, like the pool. That's where you walk through, past that tree, you walk through. That's where the red waterfall is, where you can cleanse your feet. The lion's head is that way, and the actual Chalice Well head is over there, the well head. For those that are remembering their Magdalene lineage, for those remembering those ways, you'll remember, or you'll feel perhaps, the hollowness of the earth that we're on, the waterways. Water is going to be a big theme as we start to understand more and more the consciousness of the water, the universe that it offers, that it is. You go into the sea and you're in a different universe. The raindrops fall upon you. You are being blessed by a different universe, dropping over you, cleansing you, rebirthing you, the Divine Mother's tears. Enjoy to see you. This video goes out on Monday. It's a Monday Musings, Monday Mass Awakening. And for some of you that have been following my videos for a little while, and if you're new, please feel welcome to share, comment, subscribe. It's always fun to see you here. I always love reading your comments and getting back to you. But this video is going out after the super full moon we've just had. For some, it was a super full moon in Capricorn. For some, it's a super full moon in Aquarius. So you've got both of those energies offering completion, offering medicine. Both of those energies, the Capricorn and the Aquarius, with the undertone of Leo. Leo, the regal, the royal, the fierce, the strong, the inner child, the sun, the brightness, the joy. Yet yet Leo in its shadow can bring ego forward. especially under the influence of a full moon in Aquarius with all that air, the ideas, ego ideas. So something to observe, because this, always on this earth right now, we are in this dualistic state. In this dualistic state on earth right now. So we get to experience the joys, the color, the rainbows, the light codes, the light language, the leadership, stepping forth into your own leadership, into your own empowered sovereign state, remembering the will, the divine will within. Yet in order to remember that divine will within, there is often a humbling that occurs. And humblings are very sacred. I go through one at least once a year, a full-blown humbling. And it's necessary. I find personally, it's very necessary. Because in this mentalized world, there is so much thoughts that we can get so caught up in the convolution of our thoughts, of our beliefs, of idealities. And we may start to see that more and more. I think that's actually the minute silence that we're meant to do at Chalice Well, so join me for a minute. I forgot about that, but we will observe it. Perfect timing, really, for the topic, so please join me in quiet contemplation. Just for a minute until the bell tolls again. And just feel your heartbeat, feel your breath. Observe and drop it down into the light of your heart to dissolve. This is the true knowing in here. Thank you for joining me in that. I said a moment ago that a humbling is always good for the soul. It is good for the soul. For in this mentalized world, we create ideologies very often. And Leo season can definitely bring it out from us, especially with Lion's Gateway. Everyone has something to say, and that's a good thing because we all have a unique expression, a unique interpretation. No one else can say anything as you can. No one else can bring through the codes you bring through. It is not to one person, to one God, to one lightning rod. It is not to one being, one person, or one soul to bring through. That old paradigm is waiting to be humbled too. That old paradigm is waiting to be humbled as we realize that we all are the Christ risen, the Christ within. All we are. We are all that in a lion, no longer that lamb. Someone commented on a video last week that Yeshua came and he was the lamb. And I found that fascinating to hear because this beautiful soul went on to say, and now the lion is here. And the way that I interpret that, the way I feel and receive, I wonder how you do, is that the lion is within each one of you, each one of us. We all are sacred, we all are empowered, we all are sovereign, we all are holy and whole. We all are sacred to hold space for one another and just to listen. The art of listening long since seemingly forgotten. Just to listen to one another without comparison. And just to go, and bask in the experience they've had that they're wishing to share. They're sharing something with you. We share with one another. The ego loves chaos, and the ego loves to be right. The ego loves to have a loud voice. But it is the soul who can be still. The soul who listens, who observes, who witnesses, without judgment, without thought, without necessarily a response. Listen and observe, knowing that whomever is in front of you is perfectly perfect where they are. And so in this Monday Musings, this Monday video, I bow my heart to you. As one of my sisters says, it's a beautiful phrase which I repeat often, because it feels so true. I bow my heart to you. The Egyptians, they knew that thinking came from the heart. It wasn't from the mind. It wasn't what came into the crown, it was what first came into the heart. So bow the mind, bow the crown into the heart, and connect above and below into this chalice well, this portal, this stargate. Let the ascended aspects of Leo, the Leo archetype, come through. The gentle, graceful warrior, the protector of the pride, the courageous, facing fear, our fear, facing our fear. But where does fear come from? It comes only from the mind. As within, so without. There is not an external remedy or an external savior to anything or anyone, anything on this planet. It starts and it ends within. And that is the story of one. Oneness and unity consciousness is within. And so, in this rainy week in Avalon, I send you so much love. I invite grace into your presence so that we may look upon one another with peace, with love, with recognition, and without wanting. Just to let them tell the story that they are needing. For we are learning to hold space. We are learning what that truly means. A space holder is someone who can be still within their own being. So from Chalice Well, from Avalon, from the remnants of the super full Aquarian Capricorn moon, that leadership, that patriarchal energy, the ego that is dissolving, reforming back into one, under the blessings of the light codes of Sirius, of Orion, of the galactic new year. Let them settle in, let the waters move it through you. Let yourself look in your eyes and see the heart of a lion beat. You are the light. You are the future. And it is in your breath of life. Inspire stillness within so that you may lead through vibration. So that you may lead without fear, without convoluted thoughts. Follow your heart. And let the grace, the peace, the serenity of Chalice Well inspire you this week forward as we go through the Lion's Gateway. The last quarter moon, in the run up to next week's Leo new moon. The crowning will occur. So much love to you. Thank you for being here. And I will see some of you on the 25th of August for Softening to Love, where we do some work with the divine feminine energies within us. I'll see you on the 5th of Tim Wild as we work with Neptunian energies, with Poseidon, with the sea, stepping fully into your spiritual service on the 5th of September with myself and he. And then on the 14th of September, Emma Sullivan and I will see you for Sensitivity is Your Superpower, an empath workshop. But for now, I bow to you. I love you.